Hello and welcome to the show. My guest today is a legal practitioner and instructor, the co-founder of the SWEKE Global Foundation, and most recently, the YALI Ambassador. My guest is Nari Wuniya Welye. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
There are varying reasons as to why people study courses in school. For you, what would you say was the inspiration behind you studying law?
I cannot remember exactly, but I've always wanted to study law ever since I was 8 years old. Growing up to come and see what law really is, I felt, can I do this? Can I go on with the rigor of the study and all of that? But I realized that studying law gives you an edge over so many things in life. You know, it is only a lawyer that can cross-examine a medical doctor in court, even though the lawyer does not have a medical training. And again, I have not been very good with mathematics, so I know that calculations and science and numbers are not for me. But I realized that I love making a lot of noise, so I felt, okay, maybe this would match, you know. Yes.
You recently participated in the Mandela Washington Fellowship. Can you share with us your experience?
It's a whole lot of experiences. Going to the US, first of all, that was my first journey to the US, the first time I was in the US. And I saw a city without walls, I would say. You know, usually in Nigeria, when you are approaching a university, you expect to see the fence, the city wall, the university wall, the gate and all of that. But I got to my room on campus without knowing I was on campus. I didn't even know we had arrived. I was waiting to see a big writing on the wall, Syracuse University, but I didn't see any of that. So and on throughout my stay, I realized that yes, it is a city without walls. You know, people are living like a community, you know, no barriers, nothing like that. And their culture also expresses that. It allows you to express whatever it is you believe you have, you know. No matter your idea, no matter how crazy it is, there's someone to listen to it. There's someone to give you a chance to explore that idea and see that something good comes out of it. And then again, one of my favorite experiences, yes, all of us will tell you that, was our meeting with President Obama.
I launched this effort because I believe that the future of Africa will be defined by extraordinary young people like you.
It was the highlight of our event, our program, our stay there. It's like, this is the President Obama that we've been seeing on TV. And here he is talking to us. And he is talking to us about courage. He is telling us that regardless of your background, you can go anywhere. You can dine with kings. You can work hard. You can be diligent. He told us, don't bother about what you want to attain. Let's say if you want to go into politics, don't bother about the money. But who do you really want to be to these people? How do you want to positively affect the lives of people? So he made that straight to us. He taught us, do not concentrate on being, but on what you want to do. Don't concentrate on what you are going to get from it, but concentrate on the impact and how posterity, how the future will applaud you.
You're the co-founder of the SWEKE Global Foundation. Can you tell us what prompted the birth of that NGO?
Okay, we founded it as a family, my immediate family, because we believe there are ways we can help people, so we want to use that platform. For example, I have brothers that are doctors. One is a medical doctor, one is a vet doctor. So we all founded the NGO because in all of our aspects, there are things we know we can do to aid or help people. Now, I'll give you an example. My elder brother, who happens to be a veterinary doctor, goes to give free treatment to people in the villages their herds, their livestock, you know, from time to time. So we had to create something official for that, so that, you know, it has to be, you know, it has to be plain, it has to be seen, so that people will not think probably you're just trying to buy them or poison their animals or something like that. My other brother happens to be a medical doctor, and on his own aspect, he also has things he does in public health, where he gives free lectures on how people can keep their environments clean and stay healthy. So on my own side as a lawyer, I have worked with a few people around to create a platform where lawyers can meet, you know, indigent people they can help. It's not easy for a lawyer to just see anybody on the street and the person telling them, hey, I cannot afford this case, you know, can you help me? So people find it hard to trust anybody at random. But what I'm trying to do is create a, you know, an atmosphere where lawyers can come and say, okay, if you have interviewed this person, if you know his background, I'm sure that this person is indigent and needs my help. So as a lawyer, I will come through you to get these indigent people to help them out. Again, we've worked with prisons, we've worked with other remand homes and things like that. So that's what we do in SWEKE Global Foundation.
Quite interesting. You're a lecturer at the College for Legal Studies.
Yes,
a young
that's
lecturer,
correct.
I would say. Yeah, so has there been any instance where a male student just threw passes at you, or?
Well, I've had people ask me that, but funny, none.
Okay.
Funny enough, I don't know why it is still none, but I sort of know I relate very well with my students, and my students are sort of fond of me, you know. They are happy when I'm around. They love having me around. They love attending my lectures. I see a whole lot, you know. Sometimes students hang around the window in my class. Sometimes students that are not supposed to be taking that course for that moment, but because I'm the one teaching it, they come and join the class. So I see a lot of that. For the issue of male students making passes at me, no, I've not had any of that.
All right. Okay then. What is your take on gender equality situation in Nigeria and Africa at large, being a female advocate?
Well, recently I have volunteered and worked with UN Women in Yola, and we have worked and gathered people from all spheres of life, basically indigents of Adamawa State in all, you know, areas, media, some CSOs, some NGOs, trying to see how we'll put ourselves together, work on the new Gender and Equal Opportunity Bill. Now, as a lawyer, I've been opportune to sort of edit the one that was thrown out in 2009 and bring in some new things, take out the old ones, and just put it together and represent it to the House. We hope that our legislatures in Adamawa State, our legislatives, we hope that they would consider this bill this time around and that it will pass. You know, the thing is, any country that allows women, or supports women rather, to be their best, that country develops fast. Now, I'll give this instance. If you can trust a woman to handle all of your home affairs, what makes you think she will not be good at handling office affairs? And if she's perfect, if she's the perfect fit for home affairs, and guess what? The home is the smallest unit, the family is the smallest unit of the society. So without women, there's no society. We handle the homes, and so we give the society a very, very good balance. So why don't we give women this opportunity? Why don't we give, and not just women, disabled people? I've met very intelligent disabled people. You know, people living with disabilities. Some are visually impaired, some need hearing aid and all of that, but I have met them. They are intelligent people and they have a lot to contribute to our society. So the Gender and Equal Opportunity Bill is just a platform for all of us to grow. That is why it is called Gender and Equal Opportunity. It's not basically talking about women, but it helps because for a very long time, women have been sidelined. When it comes to education, young girls, nobody bothers about sending young girls to school. They only say, okay, let's send the boys, let the boys go to school, let the boys go to school. But taking girls to school does a lot. I know what education has done for me. I know what education has done for my family. And I'm really, really enjoying that. And people are enjoying it because of me. So I encourage that all of us in Adamawa State, let's embrace educating young women for the betterment of our society.
So let's talk about when you're not working. How do you spend your leisure time?
I was afraid of that question. When I'm not working, yes, I do hang out with friends. I visit the tailor. You know, YOLA women, we do that a lot.
Of course we do, yes.
We do that a lot. But most importantly, I love to read at my leisure time. This is not, I don't want this to make me look too serious, but reading is recreative for me. It's recreative for me. And a few hang out with friends, I do that from time to time. Yes, and I sing. So going for practice and rehearsals and studio work also serves as good recreation for me. Yes.
All right, so looking back, what would you say has been your greatest achievement so far?
Well, can I say one thing? I may not be able to point out one thing, but first of all, I would say I'm thankful to the way my parents raised me against all odds in Adamawa State. I grew up in Jamaica. Against all odds, this is who I am today. And one significant thing, yes, that has, I mean, I'm so proud of it, is me being a Mandela Washington Fellow. I happen to be the only one around here in Adamawa State, and it's really, really an accomplishment to me. So I'm happy, I'm really happy about that.
All right, finally, I would like you to say something to youth out there who are aspiring to also make a change in their own world.
Wow. Well, if what you're doing is working, keep doing it. Keep doing it. I realize that not all the time will the society or the world around you give you an opportunity, but you have to strive. You have to get it. Enough with the social media. I'm not saying we can't achieve things on social media, but it seems the aim is being defeated. We do other things on social media. It is time for us to go get what we can get. It is time for us to ask questions. It is time for us young people not to just sit back and allow things drop on our laps like that. We should go and get it. It is time for us to ask the government, why can't we have that? If young people in that country are having that, why can't we have it? Now, if all we know about citizen participation is voting, and then it stops there, have you noticed? Then the only time the politicians will look for you again is after 4 years. So let the politicians know that we are here and we're part of this all. We should be able to ask our government, what is happening? What are you doing? You said you would put up more schools. You will create skill acquisition centers. We need to ask them these questions. That way, we will get what we need for our growth in this country. So it is no longer time for us to sit and chill out as young people. That ship has sailed. It is time for us to work, get what we need to get for ourselves, and improve our lives.
Well, Nari, thank you very much.
Thank you so
much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
That's all for today on the show. You can reach us, remember, on our social media platforms. I remain yours, Lillian, and please don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.